distillery's finished. I need to pour the ethanol into something. Looks like the distillation process went right. Looks like the distillation process... I hope the ethanol is good. It did its job. Homemade ethanol, made according to an old family recipe. I can see Tom's got some interesting stuff here. A crowbar will be useful. A crowbar, the thief's best friend. The distillery's finished. I don't have the time to take a walk in the sewers right now. Tom, I'm proud of myself. This is decent ethanol.
Hey. Your self-praise stinks as bad as that stuff. Besides, what's the use of the ethanol without the eye?
I guess you're right. I don't even know where to look for it.
A morgue, maybe? Or an autopsy room? There aren't too many places like that in the slums. Depends how important the owner of the eye was.
Well, he lived in Old Town in a nice apartment, and the government seemed to be pretty interested in him.
Then he'll be in the slums hospital. It's the last railway station in the direction towards town. It used to be a government facility, but then the district borders were shifted. It's too good for the slums.
Guess I should check it out. Thanks for the info. The local storms are more and more frequent. I hope the rain isn't too acidic. Looking around, I'm glad I never needed to go to a hospital, although this one must have been pretty before. The ceiling is held together by the power of pure will, but there are magazines on the table. Pragmatic, a guide for the modern man. I didn't know they still publish these nowadays. I don't have the time to go through it. I've never seen an android like that. It looks almost friendly.
Welcome to the Slums Hospital. How can I help you?
You are a woman?
Yes, I'm one of the latest Theolex female series. And please don't stare at me like that.
Sorry, you even speak nicely. Almost sophisticated. I haven't seen an android like you before.
My communication module is the most advanced system in the field.
Wow. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to get used to that.
Can I help you?
Was it just my imagination, or did your tongue really slip in the greeting?
Yes, it was an error in sentence construction. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Androids don't make these kinds of mistakes. You're machines, robots.
I'm also going to consider your remark a slip of the tongue. You will certainly want to correct yourself.
I don't think so. I'm not gonna say sorry to an android, especially not for calling her a machine or a robot. You should be glad I didn't call you a pile of junk.
I'm an android of the 3rd generation with an H5000 communication and emotions module. I'm fluent in 20 languages and I can acquisition human mentality. I'm not just a machine and my slip of the tongue proves it. This hospital hasn't always been this way. I used to be somebody. However, I respect your decision and I'm going to leave the topic for now.
What happened here anyway? Advanced equipment? Nice building? Looks like it was built recently. And yet it's shabby and ruined, just like everything else in the district.
I will tell you everything I know about the building if you are interested. If you don't think a story of a simple machine would be boring.
I'd like to hear everything you can tell me.
As you said earlier, the hospital was built recently. It was originally called Prague Government Hospital and it was the most advanced facility of its kind. The best people worked here. After the shift of the borders in 2037, the hospital ended up in the slums and took over the old facility destroyed by the war. Most of the personnel were transferred to the new government hospital. Only a few androids of my class and 2 doctors stayed here.
So that's why this place is so shabby and neglected. You don't have time to take care of everything.
Unfortunately, sir. I'm supposed to take care of the reception desk, but I can't handle everything. And the place is always empty anyway. 2 doctors, one of whom is a pathologist and the other an anesthesiologist, won't attract too many patients. Even if they can afford a doctor, that is. After the introduction of the medical treatment fees, healthcare became a luxury most of the slum inhabitants can't afford.
And do you have any patients here then?
Of course. Our morgue is always full. The service is the cheapest here. Please see the information bulletin with the discount voucher at the table.
No, thank you. I hope I'm not going to be needing these kinds of services anytime soon, even if they're the cheapest.
Under certain circumstances, they include transport too.
But all in all, you must be pretty bored around here, aren't you?
Unfortunately, I must agree with you. You can't imagine how glad I was to be able to speak with you, sir.
I'm glad I could help, and thank you for the information. I noticed the light goes off from time to time, and then you sort of stagger.
It's the storm, sir. We are not connected to the network and our generator fails from time to time. Sometimes even I have to recharge at this blue stand behind me.
Really? How come I haven't seen you doing it yet?
My task is to be at the reception at the disposal of the customers at all times, and charging would take some time.
So, are you gonna stagger like this forever?
I have to wait until tomorrow when somebody comes to relieve me.
I could replace you for a while so you could go recharge yourself. It doesn't look like anybody should be coming anyway.
You never know, but thank you. I gladly accept your offer.
Done? That was quick.
Yes, recharging doesn't take long. Thank you again. It should do for a while.
I think I'll be going. Goodbye. Angiocentrum, urology, something, orthopedy. Ugh. There's no morgue or an autopsy room. Of course, why would anybody look for those? No visitors there. I can't see what's on them. I'm not gonna move them. The android looks like it cares about them. Information terminal for visitors. I need the professor's eye. This is where I might find his body. Nothing. The databases are empty. Or there are no patients here, which wouldn't surprise me. Somebody had fun on that bridge. I wonder where the androids are going all the time. Looks like they're bored. I need the professor's eye. No point leaving without it. It's not going to happen.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Can you tell me how to get to the morgue?
Of course. Go to the end of the reception hall and take the hallway to your right. The elevator at the end of the hallway will take you there.
There is no information at the terminal. Is it out of order?
The terminal is working, but nobody has put any information in it for 8 years.
I see. Thank you and goodbye. The hallway leads to the morgue. Ugh, this doesn't feel right. Hope I'm never going to be needing one of those. I better not try to sit.
Hey, what are you...
Hello.
Hello, is there anything you need?
I wanted to talk to you.
About what?
What's the work of a pathologist like?
Why, are you thinking of joining us?
Not really, but I'm interested in medicine in general, and, I don't know much about pathology.
That's simple. They bring you a corpse, you cut it into small pieces, and then you catalog them. And that's all?
Well, yeah.